Yo, what's good, everybody? Back with another one, man. Another edition of Giants Conversations. Today, of course, we're going over the New York Giants and the Eagles. Those dirty birds. We're gonna see what is due if they going to come out there and fly today, which I don't think they will. Um, I think the Giants, man, got a little surprise in store today, man. But we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it. Y'all hit that like button. Please share the video if you don't mind. And do all that good stuff. But let's get into it, man. Let's talk Giants, man. What's good, coach, man? I see y'all in the chat. What's good, man? Yes, man. Stay blessed and be safe for sure. Blue City, what's good, Blue City? Saquon is going to play today. As far as I seen on Twitter, he is playing. He was out there running warm-ups. So Saquon is gonna be a good go today. I don't know if they're gonna limit him and put him on like a pitch count as they call it, but he is playing, he is out there, and hey, they need all the horses they can get, man, because this ain't gonna be an easy game, not by any stretch of the imagination. So what's good, Nimar? What's good, man? How you doing, man? What's good, Almighty? What's good, man? Yeah, man. So talk about this game real quick, man. While we getting into it, man. Hope everybody doing good this morning. Hope you warm wherever you at. You know what I'm saying? Got you some tea, some hot chocolate or something, man. And getting back ready, man, for this big game, man. These games coming down the stretch is playoff like games. These are playoff type environments, man. Whoever at MetLife Stadium today, man, had that joint rocking, man, because look, man, if we really want to be back, man, we got to win games like today, man, against a division opponent, against a top tier team in the NFL right now. And we got to make a statement, man. These are the type of games, the statement games that the Giants have faltered in recent memory, man. And let's hope we get a surprise today, man. And this team is showing that they can really turn it around in the big games and compete with the NFL, the rest of the NFL. Um, Blue City. Jalen Hurts is gonna have PTSD. Yeah, let's hope so, man. But that's a good starting point. This Giants pass rush came alive last week with Azeez Ojulari being back in the lineup. Kayvon Thibodeau. I'm still waiting for the inactives to see if Leo Williams is playing or not. But if they're all out there, man, they're gonna have to give it a full go, man. It's gonna have to be all hands on deck. Matter of fact, I do have the inactives for today, y'all. So breaking news here. Azudu is not playing. Dory Jackson is out. Shane Lemieux is out. And Leonard Williams is out. So Leonard Williams is out today. And so that's a big blow. That's a big blow for the Giants, man, especially that run defense, because they definitely need all hands on deck when it comes to that run defense. So Leonard Williams is out. This is according to Giants Wire. Leonard Williams is out, as is David Sills, Rodarius Williams, and Lawrence Cager. So Azudu, Adoree Jackson, Shane Lemieux, Leonard Williams, David Sills, Rodarius Williams, Lawrence Cager. And it looks like that is it. Yep, that's it for the Giants. For the Eagles, Ian Brook, Trevor Sermon, Josh Sills, Jajarius Robinson, Sean Bradley, and Opita. So that's for the Eagles. Not no big names there, but definitely big names for the for the Giants, man, particularly Leonard Williams, man. Leonard Williams is definitely gonna have to be a key component in this game. Nimmer says 35, Eagles 20. If the Giants score 35 points today, I don't know. I I feel like I should do something crazy because that's that's kind of unheard of in recent memory with the Giants, man. This team can't score points, and that's been the problem. The problem has been scoring points. Um, I'm banking on the defense today, but we're uh we're gonna see. Blue City says I'm wearing my DJ home jersey and also wearing my Super Bowl 42 hat for good luck for this game. Good shit, man. You should, man. Um, I got my jersey on, my number 10. Y'all can see that. I got 10 on today, so um it's all hands on deck, y'all. It's all hands on deck, man, when it comes to us fans, because we definitely got to get this game, man. Because think about this: if the Giants don't win this game, even if they do win this game, you still got to beat Washington next week. Because if you don't, y'all are gonna be tied. You both gonna be 8-5 and 1, and they're gonna have a tiebreaker. So the Giants not only gotta think about winning this game, they got to think about winning the next two games against two division opponents, in my opinion, to get into the playoffs. I feel like they gotta get at least two division games. Um, you don't go 0-6 or 0-5-1 in your division and get to the playoffs. So I definitely think the Giants gotta take advantage, man, and try to squeeze out a couple of these tough division games. Division games are tough, man, but if you want to be a team taken seriously, you got to win your division games, man. That's what I always been saying. Now, as far as this matchup, man, you got Jalen Hurts and that high flying Eagles offense against the resurging pass rush of the New York Giants. So I'm thinking like this: if the Giants can somehow sell out a little bit, if you got to, and slow down that running attack for Philly and get them in third and longs and because look, the left tackle, that's a secret, y'all, that people don't want to tell you about. You know what I'm saying? Y'all getting it here first on um Giants conversations. The Eagles left tackle is suspect. Mayalata, I think that's his name. He's suspect, man. And when Hurst has been getting pressure, man, most of the time it's been coming from that side. So what I'm thinking is, if you got Lane Johnson on the other side having to deal with Ojulari, Kayvon Thibodeau probably going to get some good one-on-one matchups, man. And if you're a rookie in this league and you really want to make a statement, this is the game to do it, man. So again, my keys to the game, these last few games, man, division games, man, my keys have been the same. If y'all notice, man, it's getting to the quarterback. They did it with Heineke last week. The problem is the offense couldn't hold up enough to put enough points on the board to keep Washington out of the game. You know what I'm saying? They couldn't put them away. So your pass rush has got to be able to slow down this Eagles passing attack. Um, you got to keep Jalen Hurts in the pocket. Can't let them run wild on you. You can't let them get those off script plays. So the Giants definitely gotta try to slow down this Eagles offense. The way you do that is with your offense by limiting possessions and controlling time of possession. And that's the way the Giants are going to win this game. And Saquon Barkley being active is a big part of that, because he's the one that we're going to need on third downs to get first downs to keep drives alive. You know, I don't trust the Giants passing attack. you know, and it ain't about Daniel Jones. It's about the offense in general, whether it's Kafka, whether it's the receivers, whether it's Jones, whether it's the line. You can point and make a case that all of them have underperformed in some way, shape, or form. So it's this offense, and this offense has got to be better, and they got to sustain drives. So something outside. But this offense has got to sustain drives, and they got to keep this Eagles offense off the field. Because if they get in a bunch of possessions and they wearing your defense down, we already know our defense is banged up. I just told you Leonard Williams is out. So if they running up and down the field and they wearing your defense down and your offense can't put together no drives, then you're gonna get blown out. And I don't want to see that happen, and I don't think that's gonna happen, man, because if you got any pride in yourself as a player, as an organization, as a team, I don't care how hurt you are, I don't care how you feel about the players or anything like that. Don't let the Philadelphia Eagles come out here and whip your ass like that. Don't do it. Because then you ain't gonna get no respect. You're already getting disrespected around the league, man. But let's talk about some more of these matchups. The Eagles have upgraded their interior defense because they've been having problems stopping the running game. They added Ndamukong Suh and I believe Linval Joseph. Yeah, our old friend Linval Joseph. So they've been having a little bit of trouble now. Them guys just got here. Jordan Davis is playing. He's back. So with Jordan Davis coming back into the fold for the Eagles run defense is gotten a little bit better here the past few games, but doesn't mean that they can't get exposed because schematically teams have seen something on tape to where they've been able to expose them no matter who's in the game. All right. So that's another area where the Giants, I feel like they can take advantage of the Eagles, take advantage of their aggressiveness. Those corners are aggressive. We know James Bradbury. He liked to peak. He liked to get those interceptions. He liked to play aggressively. Take advantage of those aggressive corners with double moves. With your receivers, take advantage of their aggressive linebackers with misdirection. So there's different things you can do schematically, man, to take screen plays to take advantage of an aggressive team. So I think the Giants have definitely got to play ahead of the sticks. You know, you can't let them get you behind the sticks and tee off with those pass rushes. You know, Josh Sweat and all them other cats, Brandon Graham, Fletcher Cox, them dudes. So what number says it's comment here? I'm gonna wear a Saquon Barkley t-shirt. Okay, that's cool, man. I got a Barkley jersey in there that I wore at the Carolina Panthers game. So but today this is rivalry week. So I got the ultimate Eagle killer on right now, and that's Eli Manning. So that's how I thought about it waking up. Like we gotta get this dub, man. You know what I'm saying? Daniel Jones and Saquon Barkley and these cats ain't been successful in recent. The only success that I can remember against the Eagles is with Eli Manning playing. So these cats haven't been too successful against the Eagles here as in recent memory. You know what I'm saying? Despite splitting with them last season, we can't ignore that either. So, you know, and there are much of the same players last year for both teams that are still here on the same team. You know what I'm saying? More particularly the quarterbacks, Hurts and Jones. So, we're gonna see, man. We're gonna see. I'm hoping these guys come in here, man, and they really show up, man. They show us something, man. Give us a good surprise here on this cold, balmy Sunday, man, here in the Northeast, man. But How y'all doing, man? How y'all feeling about this game, man? I see y'all in the chat. Blue City, Neymar Almighty, Coach. What's good, y'all? Blue City says, is it true that Giants Rodarius Williams he's not playing? He's not playing, he's inactive. So I guess his little rant on Twitter about not getting playing time didn't work because they was like, nah, still not playing you. Sorry. But I like Rodarius Williams, Blue City. I like Rodarius Williams. I think Rodarius Williams has potential to be a solid cornerback. I'm not gonna say he's gonna be a shutdown corner or somebody that you even want to have out there as a regular starter, but he can be a good depth piece, man. He's got good skills. He's seems to be really what you call it, sort of a ball hawk when it comes to interceptions and stuff like that. We've seen him get one against Dallas, and I guess in Rodarius Williams' opinion, he was like, yo, I showed up in that game, give me some more playing time, but I guess they got other plans for the cornerback room. And you don't know what Wink, man. Wink, he likes a certain style of cornerback. We can't say that. You know, we've seen the corners they've been putting in there, man. He likes, you know, those speed guys, man, so he can play man coverage. That's what he wants to do. He wants to play man coverage. So I think Rodarius Williams is a good man corner, but sometimes it's up here, man. You know what I'm saying? So we don't know. We don't know, man. But hopefully the kid will get out on the field soon rather than later. But now I got a concern with this Giants team that a lot of people ain't been talking about. Because I'm on Popular Opinion Sports, so I think about shit like this, or script shit. You know what I'm saying? So my concern is the special teams unit and the punter. The punter has been not good. Let's just say that he's been not good. The punter's been not good, and he's messing up field position for us. He's messing up field position for us, which is costing us points. It's hurting our defense because it's putting them in bad positions to where they got short fields. And he struggles with directional kicking. Now I remember Jeff Fiegels, even Steve Weatherford, man, who was excellent at that directional kicking where they can pin the other team and, you know, inside the 10, sometimes even inside the 5. And Jamie Gillen has not done that. He's not done that, and I'm concerned because Dable doesn't seem to be confident enough and recently he was in the beginning of the season, but recently he doesn't seem to be confident enough in his offense to leave his offense out there, and he's punting a lot more that I've noticed. He's using a punter a lot more, and I'm thinking to myself, like, you got confidence in the punter, but you don't have confidence in your offense. And I think this Giants offense needs to be able to score points, man. And you can't just keep throwing it back on the defense, man, especially against these high scoring teams like Philly, man. I mean, you can't be punting, you know, on your own 40, on your own 45. You know what I'm saying? I mean, on the other teams, you know what I mean, on their side of the field. So I don't agree with some of these decisions they've been making. And I'm thinking to myself, I wouldn't have no confidence in that punter. You know what I'm saying? To pin somebody deep because he can't he's not good with directional kicking. So I don't know. I've never played special teams or been a kicker. So I don't know what that's about, if that's something that is correctable or if that's just his style. And if it is, I'm not with it because it's it's hurting our team. You know what I'm saying? It's hurting our team, man. And Brian Dable and them, man, they gotta have more confidence in this offense, man. Because I don't want to see that punter out there, you know, um, kicking a bunch of kicks, man. 20-yard kicks and stuff like that, man. So um, we gotta get better with special teams. First and foremost, we got to get better with special teams, and that's it, man. That's it. Special teams has got to be better. Kick coverage, punt coverage has been all right, but even Graham Gano been off, man. Past couple games. So look, this team in all aspects has to get better. Has to get better, and it starts today. It starts against a division, because if you can't show up for a division game, don't give me that. We're gonna beat the Colts and the Vikings. Nah, you need to beat the teams that you play in your division. Because that's who's been, beating up on you in recent memory, man. Let's keep it 100. Philly and Dallas. Now, Dallas, that's done and over with. We're not going to revisit the past, but Philly is ahead. You got 2 games against Philly ahead, so let's get into it. Darius Slay and James Bradbury versus Darius Slayton and Isaiah Hodges. Seems like a mismatch, don't it? Well, I'm gonna tell you something. Speed kills. You know what I'm saying? And we've seen James Bradbury struggle with speed before. Okay? We've seen that as Giants fans. Now I know he's been playing better this year. I know he's been having a good season, man. And I like Bradbury. I was not happy that they had to let him go. But it is what it is. It's a business. So, but Bradbury struggles with speed. You got Slayton, who's a speedster, and Hodges, who's got good speed. Darius Slay's aggressive. Slay's an aggressive corner. He bites a lot. That can play to the Giants' advantage too. If you can get, somebody like Richie James or somebody like that on him, man, that maybe can fake him out with a double move or something like that. A good route runner. This will be a good game to have Wan'Dale Robinson playing because of his route running ability. To get some of these corners, peeking and biting. Because the Philly, they're gonna want to turn it up. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna be looking to get big plays. You're gonna see them swatting at the ball a lot. You know what I'm saying? Probably gonna be a lot of missed tackles in this game. That's another thing I don't want the Giants to keep doing. They keep going for these fumbles, and I know we got one of the top as far as fumble recoveries. But when you're going after the ball, when you're going for fumbles, you're not tackling, you're not wrapping up. And the Giants have been having a lot of missed tackles. So Wink Martindale's got to tell these guys, look, just tackle. Don't worry about the turnover, about the big play so much, especially early in the game. Now, if you down late, 2 scores, yeah, you got to do what you got to do. You got to try to make a play. But, early in this game, you know what I'm saying? For sure, just tackle, hold them down. You know what I'm saying? Don't let them get yardage after the catch. That's what's been burning the Giants, man. These yak plays that these guys been getting, man, and these missed tackles. But as far as the matchup with the Giants receivers versus the corners of the Eagles, like I said, it seems like a mismatch, but this is football. This is the NFL, and if you can get Slayton matched up on Bradbury, and Slayton is a decent route runner. He ain't the best, but he's a decent route runner, and you can use his speed against Bradbury. I think you can win some of those matchups. I'm not saying he's gonna burn Bradbury all day. Nah, Bradbury's not. He's a solid corner, but I'm saying he can get him in some one-on-one matchups where Slayton can beat James Bradbury with his speed. I've seen it. He's not the fastest corner. He's a smart corner. but as far as physicalness, he can be beat. With Slay on the other side, this, like I said, would have been a good game to have Wandale Robinson, but we don't got Robinson. You're going to have to use Hodges and Richie James, but you need to try to get him to bite on a double move. And that's how you get him. These guys are good, but they can be beat. That's a matchup to watch for. The other key matchup, interior line, offensive line versus what's good, Breezy? I see you, man. What's good, bro, man? What's popping, man? Their interior line, defensive line versus our interior offensive line. Andrew Thomas and Evan Neal are solid. Not worried about the edge so much. Interior, we know we got issues. So, you got, like I said, they got Brandon Graham, Cox. I mean, those guys, they play all over the line. They brought in Davis now, Sue, Linval Joseph. They're going to be rotating them in and out. So, want to see how this matchup goes with the interior line of the Giants offense and the interior line of the Eagles defense, because if they sitting there getting pushed up the middle all game, so I'm wanting to see who they start. I don't want to see Gates back at left guard. You know what I'm saying? Gates need to be playing center, if anything, or he need to be on the bench as a reserve right now. You know what I'm saying? He still got to build strength in his legs. He still got to get right. You know what I'm saying? So, and we got to understand the guy just came off a major injury. I'm not faulting Nick Gates for his play. I'm just saying he ain't ready right now. Especially not in no left guard. So the Giants gonna have to figure out something here with this guard spot. Now the inactives I had up here earlier, Azudu is not playing, neither is Shane Lemieux. So and I believe Ben Bredesen is still on IR. So look, if they got to go with Gates again, I mean, so be it, man. But they got to tighten up, man. Especially Feliciano and Mark Glowinski. They got to tighten up, man, because they cannot let the interior of the Philadelphia Eagles defensive line wreck this game. Because that's what's going to kill it for the Giants. They're going to get in third and long. And now them cornerbacks that I said can get faked out with double moves. Now you can't do that because you're so far behind the sticks. They can just play back and play the quarterback and play his eyes and try to get picks on you, interceptions. So that's a disaster. You gotta stay ahead, man. You gotta stay ahead of the sticks in this game. Sonny says, "What's good, Sonny, man? What's good, man? Hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't already, man. Appreciate you popping in. We should run DJ more so they can open up Saquon. Yeah, they're gonna have to use Jones's legs. I totally agree. They gotta, but they gotta stay ahead of the sticks. They can't let these first down runs go for negative yards or get caught up on a play where they lose 5 yards or something like that. They got to stay ahead and sustain drives. Philly's aggressive. So what you're saying is right on point because they're going to be playing to stop Saquon Barkley. That's going to open up Daniel Jones, man. We seen Daniel Jones run on them before, man. Y'all remember the infamous trip he ran. That was against the Eagles, if I'm not mistaken. So he has had success against this team. I will say that. So I do want to see them open up this running game a little more. And not just DJ, but use Breida. You signed the guy. Use him. I mean, what is going on here? You know what I'm saying? You see Saquon is banged up. Use Breida, use Brightwell. These guys are fresh. They can run the football and they're fresh. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? Your top running back is worn out. So this is a good game to use Breida and Brightwell and Daniel Jones. You know what I'm saying? And I've even posed. Before I get to my unpopular opinion, Giants fan here. The Giants way too many injuries and are rebuilding mode to begin with. 38-17 Eagles. Yeah, that's they are in the rebuilding and they do have injuries. But this is football. This the NFL. These guys, and one thing I will say, no matter what the Giants have shown me this season, they may not have wide receivers, they may not have offensive line, they may not have the top quarterback that everybody wants. But what the team does have is heart. They got heart. So, yeah, you might be better, you might be bigger, you might be stronger, you might be tougher, but guess what? You still got to come out there and show that you got the heart to beat me. Otherwise, we done seen the biggest of them fall, especially to the New York Giants. So don't get it twisted. I agree with you. It's a tall task. And a betting man will probably put his money on Philly. But I ain't no big betting man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm rolling with my gut, with my heart, what I feel. You know what I'm saying? And everybody got their own opinions, Mine is unpopular. And to that point, Mac, what's good, Mac? What's good, man? Appreciate you popping in, Mac. Appreciate you popping in, man. Let me bring my homie Jeffy T up on here. What's good, Jeffy?
What's going on, bro? How you doing today? You getting ready? You
Oh
ready? You
yeah.
ready?
Oh,
You ready for Giants
let's
Eagles today,
go.
man? Were you ready?
Let's go.
Eagles fans were some of them were talking mad trash, thinking that this
I
could be a
know.
layup. Not all of them, but some of
hmm
them were talking trash that they're going to
I've
walk
had
right all
some.
over us.
I had some conversations this week with some Eagle fans too. I got one in my household, so you
Oh
know what
yeah,
it is.
she,
So
she she got the Randall Cunningham jersey or the McNabb jersey going.
nah, she got a Vic jersey. That's her guy.
Mm.
But yeah, so we getting fired up, man. We getting up, man. You know what I'm saying? Had a little breakfast, had some tea or whatever, man. We getting ready for this game. So I was just going to go into something that I thought about, man, that might be a little unpopular. And it's good that you popped up right on there.
Appreciate it.
How would fans feel if they threw some packages in there for Tyrod Taylor and mixed him into the game plan?
That's actually a great question. I didn't even think about that all week. That's a
Just
phenomenal
to give him
question.
just to give him a different look. Maybe they could do one of those fake out plays where they have him, you know what I'm saying, run out and fake, you know what I'm saying,
Mm.
maybe pitch it back to one of the other guys and throw it, you know what I'm saying, some of those trick plays that maybe they could execute with Tyrod Taylor, you know what I'm saying. Not saying he's a better quarterback or anything like that, I'm not getting to the quarterback situation. I'm just talking about the game planning as far as giving teams a different look, giving them something else to think about, man, besides keying in on Daniel Jones and Saquon Barkley all day, all game.
No,
Because
I
that's
actually would not mind that at all.
because we need weapons, and everybody's looking to say, "Oh, it's the wide receiver." And I'm thinking in my head, like, we got two good running backs, and we have a backup quarterback, three, right? And we have a backup quarterback that can act and play in a role too, where he can run and throw. So, like,
Mm.
mix it up. You know what I'm saying? Because this offense is way too predictable, and it has shown time and time again in these past three games where the Giants have bogged down offensively.
Yeah. And how
So
healthy is Barkley too? He might be active today, but how many realistic snaps is he going to get? He's got a neck injury. You can't
that's what I
chance a
was.
neck injury. So
That's what I was getting into earlier. I was saying that Barkley might be on what they call a pitch count. So
yeah.
where he, they may limit his snaps. I wouldn't even play him, but I guess if you make him active and you do need him, he's there, and also it throws the game plan off of Philadelphia to where now they can sit back and say, "Oh, Barkley's not playing. All right, we good."
Yeah, but do you think they were game planning for if Barkley played or if they didn't play? I mean, I'm sure they were game planning for either or the entire week because they
yeah,
probably felt he was going to play. They just don't
Mm-hmm.
know how many how many snaps he was going to get in the game. And I just worry
Mm-hmm.
about neck injury because Leo's not even
He's out.
playing in this game.
Yeah,
He's
he's
got a
out.
neck injury
Mm-hmm.
too. So,
Mm-hmm.
and all I think about is David Wilson. When I think about neck injury, I just have the David Wilson flashbacks coming through my
Mm-hmm.
head. So, I mean, I am a little bit nervous seeing Barkley out there on the field with a neck injury, but I think overall he'll be okay. But it's not even really about him. Barkley, I think he'll get his. It's everything else that needs to work together for us to win this game. It's the passing game. The offensive line's got to do a good job opening holes for the running game and is also pass protecting. And I think this game is going to be coming down to their offense against our defense, and namely their offensive line against our defensive line. If we can't get a pass rush and we can't stop the run, Philadelphia might start teeing off on us in the passing game. I think that's the key matchup. The biggest key matchup in this game is their O line against our D line overall.
I think it's our O line versus their D line.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and it's the middle of the lines. Jordan Davis, Fletcher Cox, and Sue Joseph
Hargrave.
versus Feliciano, Gates, Lewinsky. To me, that's the key to the game because the Giants aren't going to be able to run the football if they're in third and long all game because the line is wrecking the middle. You know what I'm saying, for Jones and for Barkley, man, to make running room, man, because Thomas and Neal, I believe, will be okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm not worried about them, but it's the middle of the line. Those three spots have been struggling all year
I
that
agree.
can make this a long, long game for the
Mm-hmm.
Giants in that offense because to me, it's about the Giants offense. If the Giants offense shows any semblance or signs of having at least a decent game to where they can, because Philly's going to score.
Yeah.
They're going to score. We know that. You know what I'm saying? There's only so much the defense can do. I do believe the defense won't let them run the score up. Giants they ain't been doing that all year. No matter
Yeah.
who they've been throwing out, they've been throwing you know what I'm saying, stunt dummies out there at cornerback, man. They still been holding up, man. So I don't think the Giants defense, I'm not worried about it at all. The
I agree.
concern is the offense. The offense has got to be able to put up points and at least try to keep pace with Philly. But more importantly, Jeffy, they've got to keep Philly's offense off the field. And you do that by sustaining drives and limiting possessions. So I do believe that's the key to this game. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because if we see the Giants come in, you're going to know it off bat. They go
Yeah.
first drive 3 and out. Trust me, it's going to be a long game. Now, if they go down there the field and they score and get points, then we can say, okay, the Giants can hang with this team. But if they just go out there and they just get bogged down and they just look like they don't, that they're overmatched,
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
and
Well, that's why I put in.
they're only going to be overmatched on offense. The Giants defense versus Philly's offense, I do not feel like I feel like that's more of an even matchup than people may agree with. But go ahead.
Well, the only thing that I worry about with our defense and why I could tie into the offense is that if we can't stop the run, and if Miles Sanders, Boston Scott, Kenneth Gainwell, and even Jalen Hurts, if they're able to run the ball consistently either up the middle or they bounce to the outside to pick up those big gains, that's the one thing that can really expose our defense in the middle of our field because our linebacking core is still very weak. I mean, our
Mm-hmm.
slot cornerback position has been a problem. And that's why I tie in the defense. I mean, you're right. The offense is definitely has to get on point. They have to go out there and they have to just drive down the field and not get field goals. We need to score touchdowns to be able to keep up with Philly in
Yeah.
this game. But
Mm-hmm.
it comes down to the stop in the run. If we cannot stop the run against Philadelphia, it's going to make it a little bit more difficult for a pass rush to be able to get home because they're going to be picking up 4, 5, 6 yards per carry every
Yeah.
single drive. That's going to hurt
Mm-hmm.
our offense because how are we going to be able to get the offense on the field when the defense can't stop the run and they continue to pick up first down after first down after first down? And a lot of it has to do with the running game. And at the same time, if we can't get a pass rush, and their offensive line is very good, they might have the best offensive line in the league. They're big out. They have big guys out there that could be able
Mm-hmm.
to contain our speed rushers. So That's the one thing too. If we can't get a pass rush
There's
against
there's
Philadelphia,
there's
it's going to
one
be a problem.
there's one exception to that though. That's Mailata, the left tackle, and I brought this up, man. This week, man, and several of the other chats in this YouTube spaces or whatever. Um, he has struggled at times this year. Now, he's not bad. Don't get it twisted. Like I'm saying that he's
No,
a
he's actually
turnstile.
he's a former Pro Bowler.
Yeah,
He's
but
good.
he struggled this year. I don't know what it is. I don't know what's going on with him over there in Philly, but he has struggled this year. He has been beat a few times. Jalen Hurts has been getting sacked a lot recently. They have fumbled a lot due to those sacks. And given the momentum that our pass rush picked up now, it bugs the shit out of me, Jeffy, because every time we get it cooking, we lose a guy. And Leonard Williams not being out there is going.
It's going to hurt the interior defensive line for us.
I don't like. I'm not a big Justin Ellis fan, as you know.
I don't blame you.
Matt says
I'm
how
not a
great the
fan of his
defense
either.
holds their own offense units. Yeah, Mac, me too. It's the offense, man. It's the offense. It doesn't, because this defense has been through a lot, man, and they haven't let people just run rampant on them. Even them being able to have problems or them having problems defensively stopping the run, they haven't been letting people run up the score. And in the NFL, it's about scoring points. So the way I look at it is, yeah, Philly might go up and down the field. It's very well likely that they're going to do that this game. But if the Giants do two things, bog down in the red zone and create a few turnovers to give our offense shorter fields, because our offense needs help. We know that. So the defense does have to do its part. They gotta try to create at least one or two turnovers, and they've gotta limit Philly to some field goals when they get in the red zone, because they're gonna get there. You know what I'm saying? But you limit them to field goals. You know, they keep kicking three, and then you get a big play and you can score 7. You know what I'm saying? Now you got some momentum. So I think that's how this game kind of got to go. But what you think, man?
And I also think, I mean, you made a point earlier about their defensive line, interior defensive line against our offensive interior line. I agree. Have you heard anything about Bredesen? Is he active for this game? And if so, is he starting? Because I heard Bredesen might make his return today, and that'd be a major boost for their offensive line if we get Bredesen back there.
Did he get active off IR?
You know what? No, he didn't. No, he's actually. You're
I think
right.
that's why. I think that's why he ain't been on the injury report. I think he's still on IR. I checked the inactives today. I didn't see his name on there, so I'm pretty sure he's probably still on IR. It means more than likely it's going to be Gates and Feliciano again, man. And Gates can get it done. He can. We've seen him play well at left guard before, man, but just him coming off the injury, man, it's going to be tough, man. It's going to be tough against what I think is the strength for this Philly defense, and that's their interior line. But what's good, bookends? What's good, man? Let's shock everyone. That's what I'm going on, man. The shock the world attitude, man. The Giants always play best when they're underdogs. The bigger the underdog, the better. So
I'm taking off what we did with the Nets last night. Did anybody really give the Nets a chance in hell to win that game last night against the Pacers when they sat pretty much their entire team? Their entire team, the Nets sat yesterday, and they went out there, and guys like Cam Thomas, shout out to you, Breezy, your guy, Day'Ron Sharp, Patty Mills, all these guys that have pretty much done nothing or haven't played, they went out there and they shocked the world against the Pacers. They're one of the better teams in the East. So that's what gives me hope that the Giants might be able to come out today and go shock the world against the Eagles, because nobody's giving us a shot in hell to win.
Right,
exactly.
Despite injuries.
And because they're just the better team. They're on paper, they are the much better team. There's no debate about it. Even the most, homerish Giants fan has to admit that the Eagles are a better football team than the Giants right now. It's not even close. But can we win? Absolutely. It's the NFC East. Crazier stuff has happened. Hell, look at the Raiders. I've been talking about that game since it happened on Thursday. Raiders had that game closed up against the Rams, and all of a sudden Baker freaking Mayfield is driving down the football field without
how I feel about the Raiders, man. I mean, that is the most
they're a joke,
overblown team, the most fraudulent, the most, man, they took a lot of people's money. You talk about Vegas really ripping people off. All these people that picked the Raiders to go to the Super Bowl,
I was one of them picked them that said they were going to be a
But
good team this
you know
year.
what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know if you bet or not, man. But it's
No,
people
no,
that
no, no,
actually,
no, no. I'm not
that's what
that
I'm
crazy.
saying. They
Yeah,
got ripped
no.
off. There's people that actually bet big money on that squad, man, and the Chargers, man. I told you they was
Yeah.
both fraudulent, man, because you know what? They got two overhyped quarterbacks. Justin Herbert is overrated, and so is Derek Carr. And yeah, I know people don't like to hear that because there's Herbert lovers, man, but I think he's overrated. Point blank, period, man. You know what I'm
I don't think
saying?
Herbert's overrated completely. I mean, he's had some injuries as well, no excuses, but he's missing his
But
left
if we
tackle all
measuring
year.
quarterbacks on if they can get it done or not, and you got that squad that you got with the Chargers, and you
Well,
can't
they've been
even get
banged up a lot too.
and
They
you can't
lost a
even get to the
lot of big
playoffs.
players. No, yeah, you're right. I blame it more on the head coach than I blame on the
Yeah,
the head coaching than I do the
yeah,
quarterbacks.
yeah.
If you want to talk about a fraudulent quarterback right now, go look at the same guy in that division, Russell Wilson. That guy looks like he looks like he's lost it. I mean, I don't
Yeah.
know. That head coach is a joke. That whole organization needs to just be whitewashed the hell out of there. But Russell Wilson looks like a guy that he's lost something. Because at least
Mm-hmm.
I think Carr and Herbert are still pretty good quarterbacks. It's just the rest of the team around them just can't get it done. And they both suffered a lot of injuries,
Would
and the
you
coaching
want Derek
sucks.
Carr as your quarterback
Not
on the
right now.
Giants?
No, not right now because I'm rolling with DJ. But I don't hate Carr. I think Carr's a
Mm.
good quarterback. It's not. Is it really Derek Carr's fault they've been losing all these
No, I'm not
games?
saying this is fault. I'm just
Their
saying
offensive line sucks. Their defense is not good. Their
it's
coaching is abysmal. I
it's
can't blame Derek
it's
Carr.
kind of the same excuses that people make for our quarterback, of the line and this and that, but
But is it a
it's
legitimate
how it
excuse
is.
though? Because the quarterback doesn't play every single position on the football field.
It's
He's
not, and
not.
it's not fair, Jeffy. But you gotta judge one like you judge the others, man. And if we not gonna give Daniel Jones a pass for having injuries and bad coaching, then I'm not giving Herbert
I've
or
given
Derek
all of them a
Carr
pass. I'm
for
giving them all a
either
pass.
you giving them all a pass or you ain't giving none of them
I
a
have.
pass. That's what I'm
I've given them
saying.
all a pass. I've not been that hard on DJ.
I know
I've been
you haven't.
upfront.
Yeah, yeah,
I've been
yeah.
level headed with DJ. DJ's not been great,
Mm-hmm.
but he's not been this bad that Giants fans make him to believe. You and I can play wide receiver right now. We'd probably have as good a stats as the guys they're
Oh
trotting
yeah.
out there right now on the football field. The
Oh yeah.
offensive line, for the most part, has been up and down because of the fact they've been injured half the time.
Mm-hmm.
The interior offensive line is not good. I mean, we missed
What's
Neo
good,
for a while.
Tudo? Got
Judo.
my man Tudo out, man. Tudo, man. Italiana, man. What's good, man? Um, we've been banged. We've bagged another WS against a very good club, better record than us, but we shocked the league with a win. We're 10-7 now. We got 3 more matches to go. See what I'm saying, Tudo? Shock the league, man. That's what I'm saying, man. Your
That's
squad
all
can
about
do it.
today.
So can the Giants do it, man. You know what I'm saying? For real, man. That's what I'm talking about, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's be fans, man, just for a moment, just for a hot minute. We can turn into analysts, man, after the game, man. But let's be fans for a hot moment, man. And look, man, I've given you guys reasons so far on this stream where Giants can take advantage of some of these matchups, man. I don't know if you was
What
listening
up,
earlier,
Alex?
Jeffy, but what's good, Alex, man? What's good, man? But I laid out a couple reasons, man. You guys know, man, if you want to pop in, the link is in the StreamYard link in the Big Blue Crew chat. I will also post it real quick in this chat right here if you want to come pop on with us. I freestyle this show. This is not a a normal format or whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? But I just pop on, man, and we just talk about how we feeling about the game. But the matchups. So there's a few matchups that the Giants can't take advantage of. We talked about the tackles, left, right tackle. I think the Giants are better there. I think Andrew Thomas and Evan Neal should hold their own. One real matchup the Giants can take advantage of, where a lot of people don't think we have an advantage of, and you're gonna call me crazy, but it's the wide receivers. Because the wide receivers for the Giants aren't good, but what they do have is speed. And what does Bradbury struggle with? Speed. We've seen it. He struggles with speedy receivers. So I think Slayton can take advantage of him if they give him a one-on-one, you know what I'm saying, you just hit him on the go, and you know what I'm saying. I think Slay can beat him there. With Slay, the Eagles Slay, their cornerback, he's aggressive. You know what I'm saying? He get caught peeking sometimes. He's a aggressive. Bradbury can be aggressive at times. Double moves, man. I wish we had Wando Robinson or Sterling Shepard in this game, one of those good route runners
Yeah.
that can get them on those double moves, man. But Richie James is all right. You know what I'm saying? I think he may be able to get the job done, man. So
Do I
um
dare say you knew who might do something? Do I dare go there, or I'm just
mm-mm,
F it? No,
don't
yeah.
do it.
Well, he's gonna be
Don't do it.
active. No, I'm
Don't do
not.
it.
I'm not doing
Mm-mm.
it. I'm not doing it. But wouldn't it
Mhm.
be
And this
ironic?
ain't the matchup for him because Slay and Bradbury gonna be glued to that dude like glue. He's too
That's what
slow.
I mentioned that earlier on before the season
Yeah.
even started when like we were talking about Eagles Giants. I'm like Galladay is a bad matchup for them because they're taller, more physical press cornerbacks. They're going to press up
Mhm.
against Galladay and take him out of the game. Like a
Yeah.
guy like Tony when we had him,
You need
Shepard,
speed guys in this
Robinson.
game.
They're elusive route runners and guys that can take it over the top, like you said with Slayton. Those
Yeah.
guys can take advantage of these Bradbury and Slay because they are over aggressive cornerbacks.
Mhm.
They like to do press man, but I wouldn't even be surprised if they like dial it back a little bit because they don't want to get beat over the top. So I wouldn't be surprised if they give him a little bit like that 4, 5,
Because
6
they
yard
don't
push in
respect our
front.
wide receivers.
That's why they're going to probably give like cushion on our wide receivers because they don't respect it. Even Slayton.
Hmm.
So I could
Right.
see that both Bradbury and Slay are going to do that. And
Hmm.
remember that the secondary is missing C.J. Gardner Johnson too.
Hmm.
So that's a blow for their defense because he was
That's
becoming a
another
ball hawk over
thing. I'm
there.
glad you said that. That's another
Then again,
thing
we're
you can take
missing
advantage
McKinney
of.
and Jackson, so it goes
You know
both
what I'm saying?
ways.
Yeah, but it's just really so much that I just don't feel that really worry from the Eagles offense. It's this offense, man, because what Philly's gonna do and what they're gonna be able to do is get the Giants off the field quickly and get their offense back up there. And when you keep getting hit, 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 I mean, you ask Lou, man, somebody that watches boxing, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's just little,
Yeah,
and
it's both
then
sides. It could be Daniel
both
Jones
time you
too.
just
Yeah,
you going just they're gonna fold, man. That defense gonna get tired, they're gonna get worn out, man, and um it's gonna be a problem. It's gonna
I
be a
agree.
problem, man.
Got to keep hitting Jalen Hurts, and he's a smaller quarterback.
Right.
At least Daniel
Right.
Jones is a bigger quarterback where he can take those hits and it won't bother
Hmm.
him as much
We talked
compared to
about
Jalen
that.
Hurts.
We talked about that on your stream. Last week, me, you, and Coach, man, when they was hitting Heineke, man, Coach said those hits are gonna add up. Those hits are gonna add up. Those hits gonna add up. And then what
Exactly.
happened? They hit him and he fumbled. So
Exactly.
that's why I think the key to this game is getting to Jalen Hurts, getting hits on Jalen Hurts, and slowing down that Eagles run game, man. That's probably the biggest key, man, especially with Leonard Williams not being out. That's a big blow, man, because I think they can stop them in the pass game. I think they can slow down the pass offense. I think the blitzing, just Wink Martindale's style of defense can give a quarterback like Jalen Hurts problems where they're not going to he's not going to allow you just sit back there and hold on to. You're going to have to make a quick decision. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So you're going to see a lot of quick game, and when you have a lot of quick passes, you know what I'm saying, it doesn't give them time to run those long routes where they're getting beat, that the routes that Philly likes to win on.
Yeah.
Uh, but if you let Hurts get out the pocket and he starts extending plays, then you will get beat on those type of routes, especially if you blitz.
Now I got a
So
question for you too.
go ahead.
If you had to, which one of those two wide receivers concerns you the most? AJ Brown or Devontae Smith? If you had to pick one of them.
In this matchup,
I got mine already in my head.
I say if Adoree Jackson was playing, I would say Brown, but since Adoree Jackson's not playing, I don't know if the Giants corners got speed to keep up with Devontae Smith. That's the only thing. It's his speed. Um, AJ Brown is a problem too, but like I said, the style of defense that Wink Martindale plays, um, it's quick. You're gonna have to get the ball out quick, man. So, you're gonna see a
Yeah.
lot of slant screens, you know what I'm saying? I think the problem is gonna be those running backs.
Oh
Was it
yeah,
Gainwell, and
Gainwell,
it's gonna
Scott,
be
and
them in the
Sanders.
passing game. Those are gonna be the
Yeah.
ones in the passing game, man.
And luckily they
That's
don't
gonna
have
be
Goddard.
God is not playing, is he?
That's yeah. No, Goddard's out for I think at least another couple of weeks, I believe, with that. I think he
Okay.
had a shoulder injury.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
But
he did.
yeah, I agree with you. It's Devontae. I know how good AJ Brown is. That guy's a
That
beast.
Mads.
He
Yeah.
can go up there. Yeah, he can go up there and just moss everybody. But I mean, it's Devontae Smith. That dude. Devontae Smith has been one of the wide receivers I've loved watching since coming out of college. That dude is a beast. That guy's a route
Mm.
running machine. He's so elusive in and out of his routes. The guy just creates separation so fluidly. I think he could be a really bad mismatch for us on the outside if we can't get to Jalen Hurts and he's
What you
able to
think
have
about
time
this
to
right
find him.
here? What Tudo says, Giants got to get their acts together and minimize their mistakes and bad penalties,
Right
which they
there.
were holding them down. Bad times. Giants got this today. That's the thing. The penalties.
Right here.
That's
Bad
another thing.
penalties.
That's
Mm-hmm.
another thing a lot of people don't talk about is the penalties.
Yep.
The penalties to me are a product of inexperience, both from the
Mm-hmm.
players and from the coaching. Um, you got to be smooth. You got to be swift with getting the play calls, getting the plays in there. You got to be faster getting set. You got to hear your calls in your headset. You know what I'm saying? Like
Agree.
all those things is communication, man, because it's a new team, it's a new system, new coaching staff, new players.
Yeah.
That's the teams that have less penalties or the teams that have been playing together longer, the teams that got a little bit more veterans on their team
Yeah.
than these younger teams. Now, it's not saying every player is young. I'm just saying the overall group as a team, because veterans make mistakes too. But the over, I knew he was gonna say that. Jeff, yo,
I mean,
like chill.
it's a mistake. I mean, come on, Mr. Flex a lot. Go out there and stonewall them defensive tackles. It's going to make up for the idiot play you made. I don't care how people feel about it. Yes, we know the refs should have not blown the flag. We know. But don't put your team in a situation where you can get a flag because you know the
Yeah.
refs got that whistle in their hands and they're waiting for you to make a mistake like
And
that.
they
And they're
love they
waiting to
love to
catch
they
you.
love to call everything on us. They love to call everything on us. And if you look at it, yeah, we're at like eighth, I think, in penalties called, but
Yeah.
it's when the penalties are called. You getting penalties called on scoring drives, on kicks, on
Yeah.
like, you know, back breaking calls, man. That really strips the momentum of your team and a lot of times takes points off the board.
Yeah.
So, but yet and still we've seen late hits be put on Daniel Jones. We've seen Kayvon Thibodeau be held all season. We've seen Dexter Lawrence get held all season.
Almost all the
So
time. Yeah.
we don't get those calls, man. And I think what it is with the league, and this is where us as a fan base need to really like voice our opinion more about this shit because they don't respect us, y'all. That's why we don't get those calls. You know what I'm saying? And Cowboys with their fan base after every game, they bitching about the calls and they arguing about the calls that they got. Their fan base is putting heat on these referees to make calls. The Giants, they just chalk it up to, oh, Daniel Joe, we not make excuses for the ref. It was the quarterback, or it was the line, it was the running back. Yeah, those are all true, but this where being a fan comes into respect. You gotta
We
voice
have
your
to earn the
opinion, man,
respect, though. We have
and
to go
stick
out
up.
there and win these games too. We have to
But
win
stick
games
up for your.
consistently.
Sometimes you gotta stick up for your squad. The Giants have been getting killed, and I'm gonna use my platform to do it. The Giants have been getting killed unfairly in calls in the NFL. And it's gotta stop. You know what I'm saying? Because even when we're at home, if you go to Giants and you go to Giants games, you know how much those tickets cost.
Yeah.
Um, I don't want to go to a game to have and pay my hard-earned money to go to a game to have the referees decide the game for me. You know what I'm saying? If Philly is better than us, let them prove it on the field.
Mm-hmm.
Don't decide the game. You know what I'm saying? Let them, and that goes both ways. You know what I'm saying? That goes both ways. You know, the Giants are just not a talented enough team a lot of times to take advantage of other teams' mistakes. They were early in the season. That's why we were winning games. But now, later in the season, they have not been. They got two turnovers over Dallas, couldn't score. Like it's stuff like that. So when other teams get those penalties, it doesn't help us. When
Did
the
we
other
not turn that ball over against Dallas on that Thursday night game? We went turnover free, right?
the first game, yeah.
The second one. I don't remember us turning
The Thursday night game.
I
Yeah,
don't
we didn't
remember
turn
us
the
turning
ball
the
over.
ball over.
Mm-mm.
That's
Nope.
right there. You just
Nope.
said it. We won the turnover battle,
Yeah.
and most teams, when you win the turnover battle, you win the game. Well, we had that, and we couldn't pull it off because our talent deficiency is just what's holding us back right now. But I mean, I understand where you're coming from, and in a way, you're right. But at the same time, how do you also earn respect from the referees and from the league? You got to start winning, and you got to start winning consistently. If we start becoming a winning team again, those calls are going to start coming our way.
But
again.
how you gonna
Always
win
happens.
when calls is getting decided that you know what I'm saying?
But we did it before. We did it earlier in the season. We're winning despite the referees calling bad calls against us. We still found ways to win. We got to
because
do
we
it
were
again.
we were taking advantage of. That's a good point. We were taking advantage of the mistakes, the
Yeah.
calls, the penalties,
And
the
we still
other
found ways to
mistakes
win.
that the other teams were winning, man. But here recently we haven't been able to do that, man. Let's go back to the huddle and celebrating the huddle. Yeah. Feliciano.
Don't get that dude better come out. That dude better come out today, and he better have a game against Fletcher Cox, against Jordan Davis, against Javon Hargrave. I don't care who it is. Linval Joseph, who I still love. I don't care if he's an Eagle or not. I still have a lot of love for Linval Joseph. So, but like those guys, got to play well. But I'm going to go back to the wide receiver comment you made for a second. I do think it could be something we could take advantage of. But at the same time, it's got to be on our offensive line. I've got to hold up enough for Daniel Jones to deliver the ball to them. And I think that interior offensive line has got to play the game of the year. I'm not worried about Andrew Thomas, and I'm not worried about Evan Neal, like you said. That's the least of my concern. I know Hassan Reddick and Brandon Graham and Josh Sweat, they're not bad. They're good pass rushers on the outside, but we have two good, very good. Actually, we have one great offensive tackle, and we got a very good one on the other side. It's that interior offensive line that scares the hell out of me because Glowinski, Feliciano, and Gates, I think they're all going to have a very tough matchup against the interior of that Eagles defensive line, and we've got to be able to hold up. They can hold up enough, open up some holes, pause, for Saquon Barkley, Matt Breida, Daniel Jones, whoever it is, runs up the middle of the field or bounce to the outside, and if we can hold up enough to be able to have Daniel Jones be able to have enough time to throw the ball down the field or even some of those quick twitches in the middle of the field. Now, I'm going to tell you this. One of the biggest X factors in this game is going to be Daniel Bellinger. I want to see how Daniel Bellinger in his second week coming back from injury. This guy could be an X factor in the middle of the field for us. I would say Richie James, but I think that Avonte Maddox, who's back, is going to be able to take care of him. He'll get his catches, but I think Daniel Bellinger is the one guy in this offense, especially with the chemistry he's been building with Jones. And I know that Eagles fans have even told me Daniel Bellinger is the one guy that worries them because if he'd be able to exploit the middle of the field, especially without C.J. Gardner-Johnson out there, and the Eagles are weak in their linebacking core like we are with ours, I think Bellinger could be the guy that creates some of those matchups and the mismatches for us against their defense.
Oh, didn't the Eagles draft what's the linebacker they drafted?
Nakobe Dean.
Nakobe Dean. What's up
He's
with
recently
him?
got playing time. I think he got some playing time last week. I think
I
they're
liked
finally
him
starting
coming
to
out
put
of
him in the defense.
college. Yeah.
I did too. I thought he was a really underrated player coming out of Georgia. I'm just
Because you
surprised he
saying they
didn't play him as
linebackers
much.
was weak, and I'm like, I thought they tried to upgrade that, but I
They
guess
they did, but their linebacking core is still very weak. I mean, it's probably still better than ours, but
I think it's
Isaiah
probably
White,
they probably
Edwards, they're
get
okay.
their line is so good and their corners are so good.
Yeah.
It's like when you got two of the three units that's good, the other one it kind of masks over it. You know what I'm saying? It's just like
Yeah. That's probably
it's
the
like
weakness of
us.
their whole entire team. That's probably
It's
and
like
I
us,
also
man. You know what I'm saying? Probably
yeah.
the whole NFC East, to be honest, has got a linebacker problem. To
I
be
think the
honest with you,
Cowboys have got pretty good. I think Cowboys have pretty decent linebackers. I
I
mean,
mean,
Barr's not
unless you
bad.
call Michael Parsons a linebacker, I call him an edge
Well, they
though. I
have
don't think he's a
Anthony Barr,
linebacker.
who's not bad. Van Der Esch is not bad. I mean, they're probably the best out of everybody else in the division because
But
everybody
they
else's
ain't
linebackers
great.
suck.
You know what I'm
No, they're
saying?
not great, but it's
They ain't
probably the
knocking
best
your
out of
socks
everybody
off.
else. No, absolutely freaking not. But also, I think special teams is going to play a factor in this game too. I really believe
Suit me
special
up
teams is going to play
today
a
against the
factor.
boards. Losers, I guarantee you, hits won't be able to walk off the field on his own power. And
That's
I'll
right,
make sure he
Tudo.
remember who broke him hard. Pause.
Tudo, we might need you on the football field today. We
Yeah,
might need
man.
that
Get
energy
out
from
there,
you,
Tudo.
Tudo.
Get out there, Tudo,
Come on,
man. You know what I'm
Tudo.
saying? Play linebacker for us, man. You know what I'm saying? Cause shit, we damn sure need one. Um,
We need
speaking
safety
of
help too.
the linebacker matchup, man. With these running backs, like you said, the tight end ain't playing. I don't know who they backup is. Thankfully,
Stroll or something. I don't even know his name.
man, he's
No, I'm
not
not worried
a
about their
threat.
tight ends. If Goddard was out there, I would.
Goddard was, you know what I'm saying. Thankfully, they traded Zach Ertz. Know why they
Yeah.
did that, but
Well, because they got Goddard. They can't pay two tight
yeah,
ends
but
that
now
type of
he
money.
hurt
That's
too.
why.
So,
Yeah.
because they was eating with Goddard's and her Ertz on there, man.
But I will
That
say real quickly, the one guy that could be an X factor for that Eagles team is Quez Watkins. That guy's their Darius Slayton. He's a field stretcher. He can get down the
it's
field and
those
make big
burners,
plays.
man. It's been those burners. Remember, um, Darren Sproles. You know what I'm saying? Deshaun Jackson. They always had these little bitty cats,
But he's
man. That
scarier because
runs.
they have two other studs on the. They have those two stud wide receivers that we're going to be paying attention trying to stop. And then you have to forget that Quez
But
Watkins can take it over the middle.
you take him out the game because don't give him time. That's it. Don't give him time. Philly and Hurts, they eat off of extending plays. That's what makes their receivers so good, man. Because they all play off script, man. They playing that. They playing kind of a they like Buffalo and the Chiefs play, man. When you got a
Yeah.
quarterback that can do that, it opens up your offense to do so much more, man. And when you get stopped and you get bogged down, that quarterback can extend plays. And we got that with Daniel Jones, but it's not as dynamic. You see what I'm
No.
saying?
It's like
So
a Jalen Hurt. It's like a
it's
Lamar
a poor
Jackson and
man's
Justin
versions of
Fields.
it. It's
Yeah.
a poor man's version of it. You know, he can do it too, but he's not as elusive. So but when
We
you
need to
got
have the
guys that
same
can do
defense
that,
play.
when you got guys that can do that, it's a problem, man. I think that's the main thing. That's why everybody say keep them in the pocket, put a spy. But when you put a spy, now you taking another guy out from guarding one of the running backs that they got, or one of the
But that's what
receivers that
makes
they
that
got,
Eagles
or
offense
one
so
of the,
so
you know what I'm saying?
difficult.
So
That's what
it's
makes that
tough.
Eagles team so difficult on offense because they can beat you in so many different ways. Running the football, Hurts rolling out of the pocket.
What's
He can
good,
throw the
Hit?
football. It's gonna be hard. What's going on, Hit Squad? How you doing, bro?
It's good, man. My man Hit, man. Go sub to my man Hit Squad, man. If
Yes,
you haven't done so already, man. Hit Squad Productions. Also go sub up to my man Mac, the Giants fan. You
yes,
know what I'm
sir.
saying, man. He'll be on later today, man. You know what I'm saying. Part of the big blue crew, man. We all brothers, man. You know what I'm saying. So we all support each other, man. Um, all these fans willing to succeed. A kid isn't lost until it is. F the birds. That's what I'm saying, bookend. But they call
Oh,
us
the fan
homers.
man wants
They
the
call us
fan base.
homers.
Congrats.
They say we crazy. They say we're delusional. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm one of the most level-headed fans out here, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't get too high on the Giants. I never said the Giants is going to the Super Bowl. I don't think this team is just going to run over top of everybody. But what I will say, man, this team has shown me this season that in every single game they have a chance. That's what
Yeah,
I push back on. You want to go
yeah,
out there and say they're getting blown out? I disagree. You know what I'm saying? Because they haven't showed that this year. And every single game they are in it till the end. Every
yeah.
single game. That's a shout out to the coaching staff. Shout out to the fans. Shout out to ownership who finally got their head out their ass and decided to turn this thing around and let real professional NFL executives handle this roster and handle
About
this
damn
team.
time.
So that's what I push back on. This ain't the same Giants team. That's what I push back on. Am I delusional? No. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, if I'm a betting man, I will bet on Philly, but I'm not a betting man. I'm a fan. So I'm going Giants all day, baby. Fuck that. You feel me? So yeah, man. Let's get this win hit. Let's get this win hit, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's get this dub,
If we
man.
do beat them, they will not be able to. We will not shut up for the entire week. It's going to be a very, very, very loud Giants fan base if we
Oh
win.
yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. And I'm gonna be at the head of it, man, because I'm on here telling you that they gonna win. That the Giants gonna get this W, man. We got about 15 more minutes, man. Chat, let me know, man. Who wins and why, man? Put it up in the chat, man. Who gets this dub and why, man? You know what I'm saying? While y'all doing that, what you got, Jeff, man? What's the score, man? Who get the dub
Well,
today, and why?
I did have the Eagles winning this game because I think the matchups on some cases are going to be difficult for us to deal with, especially with the interior offensive line for us against their D line. And with Barkley being banged up, it might be a little bit more of a disadvantage for us. But fuck it, I'm a Giants fan. I want to go out there and kick their ass. So the realist in me might say that we're not going to win this game. It's going to be a tall task for us to win. But the fan in me, I want to go out there and I want to have some delicious delicious bird for dinner.
Yo, dude,
Roast up
I don't know if you was
on the
on.
Barbie.
I don't know if you was on Twitter, but uh, I was showing my wife this earlier. License plate guy, man. He put on there, man. He had a turkey, a bird. You know what I'm saying? Or it was a chicken or turkey or whatever, man. He threw that sucker in the deep fryer. He was like, "Yo, this is Eagles. This the
That's
Eagles
right.
right
He
there,
knows what's
cooking
up.
that bird, yo."
We take this. This one is personal. This one is a personal game for me. I can't
Right.
stand this team. People talk about the Cowboys being their most hated
Woo.
team. It's the goddamn
It's the
Philadelphia
Eagles for
Eagles.
me. It is the
I hate
Eagles.
this team.
It
There's
is the
not a lot
Eagles.
of teams I hate.
Not gonna lie,
I
I don't
hate
gotta
this football team.
cause losing, but I want us to put up a fight and get this win. That's cool,
That's
man. You
right.
know what I'm saying? That it is what it is, man. You know, I know a
Yeah.
lot of people ain't expecting us to win, man. You know what I'm saying? It's it's
Don't
it's
get
reasonable
embarrassed.
to
That's all
think
I ask
that,
for.
but it's also not reasonable to think that we can get this dub today, man. I gave y'all the reasons why, and if you want me to go over them again real quick, the aggressiveness of the Philadelphia Eagles cornerbacks can be taken advantage of.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think we can run on them. Remember, they were scrambling, signing everybody off the street to try to shore up that run defense. I don't think it's still shored up. I also think we might have an advantage in the coaching department. Um, and Saquon Barkley, man, yeah, he's banged up, but he is an attention getter. And if some of these other guys can get schemed into the offense and actually do something, um, we will definitely have a chance to win for sure, man. You know what I'm saying? And the pass rushes, man. The left tackle is suspect. Mailata is suspect, man. And Ojulari has been eating against everybody
Yeah.
that he's been going up against, man, you know, just in the few games he's played this year. So that's where we got the advantage, y'all. Pass rush, scheme, hopefully, and you know, of course, our dynamic playmaker and Saquon Barkley. Score
And we're
predictions. Yeah,
home.
what y'all got? What y'all got, man?
And we're home too. Don't forget about that. We're
Right,
the home
man.
team. So us
Crowd, man.
Giants
Got the
fans
game,
have
man. Get
got to come
fired
out
up,
and be
man.
loud. Get
Get
loud.
fired up, man. For real, man. Turn up, man. Wish I was going to the game, man. We wanted to go,
Yeah.
man, but you know what
This
I'm
is our
saying?
bitter rival. This is our
Right.
bitter, hated rival we're playing against, and we're
What's
going for
good,
a
Big
playoff.
Dash? What's good, man? Yeah,
What
right.
up,
Let's
Dash?
get it, man. Let's go, man. Let's get these birds, man. Goddamn Philly, man. You know what I'm saying? Ain't got nothing good in
Fucking
Philly but a
birds.
dang on cheese steak.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And not even that good. I'll take a nice slice of New York style or New Jersey style pizza over a cheesesteak
Facts.
any day.
Facts. Tudo says 2017 Giants win. What y'all got, man? What y'all got, man? You know what I'm saying, man? Appreciate you, Dash, man. Appreciate
Thank
you
you,
pulling up.
Dash. You
What you
too.
got for me,
Shout out to you as
Dash?
well, bro.
What's your score, man? What's your score, man? Put it in the chat, man. Put it
Dash,
in
I
the
know
chat,
who you're
man.
going with, bro. I have a feeling I know who you're going with. There you go. The
24
Giants fans representing.
17 G-Man bookend says, Um, me, look, we got to keep this game low scoring. Let's keep it
Yes.
a buck. This is what we
Yes.
do. And if I'm going with the strategy that I'm going with, which is to keep the Eagles offense off the field and limit possessions, and you do that by controlling time of possession, something that the Washington Commanders did in the game they beat Philly in. That's how I'm doing it. And if you're going to play a game like that, it ain't going to be high scoring. 21-17 Giants.
Well, you know what? My head says we're not going to win this game. My head says that this is going to be a tough game to win, but what the fuck? I'm a fan. And my fan is taking over here. So I'm saying 24-21 Giants. What the hell? Why not? Why
Let's do
not?
it, man.
I don't want to lose
Let's
this
do it.
team.
24-7. Right. Let's do it, man. Let's get this win, man. Just win, baby. Right. You know
That's
what I'm
right.
saying? RIP Al Davis, man. Just win, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is, man. Giants, Philly, and
It's going to be a
look,
DJ
everybody.
day.
Look, everybody. Jones got to show up too. You know what I'm saying? Jones got to show up. I know that's a sensitive subject. Shh. But Daniel Jones got to play well in this game.
Yes.
Point blank serious, period. And I'm serious. He's got to play well in this game because this is what moments are made of. This is what makes you as a quarterback, man. This is what builds your character as a quarterback, man. This is what fans want to see and get behind with you, man. You know what I'm saying? We don't want you to be, despite all the circumstances around you, we don't want you to be known as the losing quarterback that can't get it done in the big games for the New York Giants.
Yeah.
First 3 seasons, you didn't have that opportunity. We was a losing squad. Now you have that opportunity, Mr. Daniel Jones. Pressure, playoff environment. You at home. Let's see you. Let's see you get the job done. Let's see you make something happen. You know what I'm saying? Dallas
And
games,
would it be
he
freaking
played
funny if Kenny
well,
Galladay gets a
but we couldn't.
touchdown?
But we couldn't do nothing against. I'm not entertaining that Kenny Galladay shit no more,
I'm
Jeffy.
just saying,
I'm
wouldn't it be
sorry.
so damn ironic if he scores a
I am
touchdown
not
in all
entertaining
games
it.
this one?
It would
He's
be
gonna
ironic
play.
if he
It's
got on.
possible.
If he got on the field,
Oh, he's
I
gonna
would
play.
be. I would be shocked.
He's gonna play. We need wide receivers. He's gonna play.
Well, let's say not on the field. Let's say if he got a target, I would be shocked.
Yeah.
If he got a target, I would be shocked. Yeah,
Yeah,
Jones
you're
got to
right.
go down, win or lose, man. He's got to fight.
Exactly.
I don't want to see the deer in the headlight look. You know what I'm saying? Put your big boy pants on. Yeah, we know you ain't got the best horses, man, but at least try to win the race. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Sometimes this is what it is, man. And just play a good game. We know everybody going to ride on every single throw this cat makes or whatever, man. But the one thing I want Daniel Jones to do is play clean football and do not be the reason this team lose today, because Giants fans are going to explode. Pause.
They'll
But
explode anyway. Pause.
that's what you got to do. In my opinion, he just do enough and just hold the team down, man. Your running back's banged up. Might have to lean on your legs a little bit more. Might have to lean on your arm a little bit more. That's what it is. You are the quarterback. You cannot be babied in the NFL. You got to put
No
your big
more.
boy pants up, and you
Take
got
them
to
them
show the fuck
handcuffs
up.
and throw that
Right.
football
Take
down
the
the field.
handcuffs off. Right. Let the guy play football. You know what I'm saying? And let him sink or swim. God damn it. Shit.
Shout out to
Sink or
Adam.
swim.
Shout out to Adam Costas. He brought that up. Let this dude go out there and sink or swim. Take the damn handcuffs off this dude and let him go out there and let him fall on his face if he plays bad. Period.
Mm-hmm.
Enough.
Right.
We want to see what Daniel Jones can do.
I want to see him open it up. And I think deep down inside, there's some Eli Manning and Daniel Jones, man. And he needs to show up for the big moment, man. That was a big Eli thing. That's what we all, you know what I'm saying? Number 10.
Yep.
That's what we all like number 10 for, was showing up in a big moment, man. So this is a big moment. That's why I got the 10 jersey on today. This is a big moment for the New York Giants, for quarterback Daniel Jones. So go out there, elevate your teammates, play a good, solid, efficient game. You know what I'm saying? And do what you need to do to try to get your team the victory. Ain't nobody putting it, well, at least I'm not putting the game all on you, but do what you need to do to give your team the best opportunity to win this football game today against a division rival at home, a team that you need to beat if you want to be in the playoffs, point blank period. Because to me, the Giants can't expect to drop both games to the Eagles and beat Washington and Indy and get in the playoffs. I'm not so
Yeah.
sure that's how it's going down.
We need to win divisional games. We all talked about this when we
Yeah.
got to this part when we started playing against Dallas. Every single one of us talked about the divisional games
All the
being the
audible,
key
let it
to the
rip. Right,
season. That
right,
too,
Dash.
exactly, Dash. But we all
We got
talked
to.
about that divisional games being the key to the season. And we've already dropped one to Dallas, dropped two to Dallas, and we tied to Washington. We can't
So
keep
you 0
losing
for
these divisional
3.
games. We
Right.
can't keep losing these divisional games and expect to make the playoffs. So we got to start handling our business and taking care of these divisional rivals. Period. It starts with today, goes into next week, and then it ends against Philly. So handle
Yeah,
your
bro.
business.
The tackling has been bad. And one quick thing
Mm,
before we get out of here, because it's almost game time.
yeah,
Um, the tackling is, if you watch the game and you notice, the Giants are always trying to create fumbles. They're always trying to pull at the ball, go after the
they're
ball.
trying to shoulder
Um,
everybody too.
and
Tackle the dude,
and
wrap him
and and
up.
and and that's a lot of times that's where they just slide off the defender. I
Yeah,
mean the player and miss a tackle because you're not wrapping up. You're trying to do these arm tackles.
yeah,
Because they're so desperate to cause turnovers because they know the offense is needs help.
yeah.
So the Winks just got to get them guys playing a little more discipline and stop trying
They
to.
should take notes from Julian Love, who's actually the best, by far the best tackler on this team, because Love
Mm-hmm,
knows how to tackle people to the ground. The rest of these
yeah.
guys, too inconsistent.
Mm-hmm. But I'm about to get off here. I'm about to get my little my little thing set up or whatever, what I'm saying? Get
Yeah.
my little preparation, my game time preparation or whatever, man.
I'm
But
gonna be live. I'm gonna be live
it
with my
was
guys,
it
some of my
was
Philly
yeah.
buddies.
I'll tap in with you guys later. I'm gonna watch the game with my wife, we could gonna have our own little shit talking or whatever, but
Have fun with that
um
one. Have
yeah,
fun.
but I'll be on later on, man. I'll tap in with you guys, man, and give you a
Mm,
recap, man. Of course, we're gonna give you a big recap too. Tuesdays, Heart of the City, man. Don't forget, man, 8:30 p.m. Tuesdays, man. We go over this and all New York City area sports, man. Always as appreciated, man. Appreciate Jeffy for pulling up, man. And joining
thank
me
you.
today on the show, man. Shout out to my
Anytime.
guys in the chat, man. Big Dash knows. Go sub to my guy Big Dash. Mac the Giants fan. Go sub to my guy Mac the Giants fan. Don't
Hmm.
forget to catch his recap coming out later. Today. Don't forget to catch Dash and he does his recap later today, as well as my man His Squad Productions, man. They all gonna be on. They all do excellent Giants content. Some of the most knowledgeable fans I know. You know what I'm saying, and we all part of the Big Blue crew, man. And shout out to those guys too, Pat, Lou, Joe. You know what I'm saying? They'll be over there getting it in as well, like always, man.
Yes, sir.
Bookends, what's good, man? Shout out to Bookends. Shout out to Tudo. Shout out to Big Fan Breezy. Shout out to Sunny. Shout out to Todd, man. Shout out to Nimmer. Shout out to Big City Empire Sports, man. And if I missed anybody, man, shout out to you, man, for
Thank you,
real.
guys.
But thank y'all, man. Let's do this. 21-17. I got it. New York Giants. We winning. We getting the dub today, man. Let's do it, man. We're going to fry some Eagles, man, today, man. Y'all have a good one, man. Enjoy
It
the
tastes
game, man.
good.
Yeah, let's
Take
do
it
it,
easy,
man.
everyone. Have a good one.
Peace.